So Batman isn't allowed to go down on Catwoman in the Harley Quinn show, according to some WB executive, and people on Twitter weren't happy about it. I mean, doesn't that kind of thing belong in an adult parody anyway, like instead of an official WB show? But then again, it is 2021. Yo, it's me, Monsieur Ubiquitous. I'm into all kinds of stuff. It's actually rather ridiculous, but today I'm going to be talking about the whole heroes don't go down on women topic that was trending on Twitter last couple of days. Apparently a lot of women's boyfriends and husbands aren't going down on them, and instead of communicating this with their significant other or moving on to somebody who wouldn't mind going to town down under, this anecdotal thing from a TV show kind of became a bit of a rallying cry for these women. Because it's more efficient if their boyfriend got on Twitter and by some miracle looked into this topic and took the hint or something. And there were plenty of men too, who were also getting in on the action, basically advertising their cunnilingus services in a not so subtle way, but we all know that if you're so good at it, you would be too busy doing it instead of advertising it to the entire internet. Hoping one of these ladies who are the victims of vaginal negligence would slide into your DMs, but that's just another day that ends in Y on the internet anyway. I can't even imagine how it would have turned out if the roles were reversed. Wait, actually I can. I mean, by now we all know that if any writer had even dared to suggest that Catwoman go down on Batman, they would have been called a sexist incel, gotten cancelled and blacklisted from the industry. I mean, this is the state of the discourse right now. It is what it is. But if you do want to improve the discourse, you just can't do it directly because you can't reason with unreasonable people. So you kind of have to go around it. And I honestly really should take my own advice because I made the mistake of chiming in the ongoing discourse, not knowing that the show in question is actually rated M for mature. So that's totally on me. But still, what I said wasn't even the most egregious thing in the world. All I said was that myself and people I know, we prefer if we kept the not safe for work Tumblr style fan fiction stuff separate from the official media, which focuses more on the characters and their adventures like crime fighting stuff and less on the sex stuff. Little did I know that a bunch of people, probably Tumblr users, known to be quite stable bunch, obviously, they really descended on me, calling me all kinds of names just because I said I prefer if they kept the not safe for work stuff separate from the safe for work stuff. My nerd cred was a question, which is weird because I try not to put myself or anybody else into boxes, but whatever. I also got called a religious Christian Puritan, none of which I am. And last but certainly not least, an incel. I know, it's truly shocking. When in doubt, twist the incel card you shall pull out. That meme about Twitter basically being people making up a person in their own heads and then getting upset over it? Yeah, it is very much a reality, and now I know that from first-hand experience. But let's be honest, I'm not entirely without blame. I should have known Twitter is the worst place to have a rational conversation. Most people that are on there are either out to have shouting matches with their political opponents or to dunk on people for the smallest things or, to take out their personal life's frustrations on strangers. I know, I've been on the internet long enough. I should have known better. I just had a lapse in judgment and I ended up going back and forth with the worst kind of people that the humanity has ever produced. What a waste of time. Well, maybe not, because if I make it into a valuable learning experience, maybe it was not necessarily a waste of time. But yeah, from here on out, I'm only using Twitter for memeing purposes only. Well, maybe also for art and cute animals, but yeah, that's about it. And as far as DC-related media is concerned, it's been going down in quality for me personally for quite some time, actually. I'm sure there are people who do enjoy it, but personally, I think they haven't made anything worth my time or money since Young Justice. Snyderverse, CW shows, streaming shows like Titans, all of them, they've let me down quite a bit, not gonna lie. They probably shouldn't have set their bar so so high back in the past, 90s, early 2000, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. If you enjoy it, more power to you, but I'm not gonna waste my valuable time sitting through a disjointed cinematic universe or TV shows that are more about love triangles and less about superhero adventures. Just my personal opinion. I know it's not easy to keep telling interesting stories with same characters for decades upon decades, but at the same time, if you own the rights to some of the most iconic characters ever created in the history of the world, you're gonna wanna keep putting content out and keep milking it. And I've grown up with these characters. Like a lot of folks out there, I've watched them since I was a kid, but I've personally now reached a point where I'm pretty much over all the reboots and remakes. Like I'm done. Which is kind of a blessing in disguise because I would have never given anime a chance otherwise. And now like a whole new world of content has opened up to me, or more accurately, I've opened up to a whole new genre of content. I'm actually working on a video about how I went from borderline hating anime to actually becoming a fan, so stick around for that one actually. But yeah, that's it for me. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on my thoughts and opinions in the comments below, and hit the like and subscribe button if you liked the video and would continue to watch some more. Also, it helps me with the YouTube algorithm, so yeah, follow me on Twitter. I promise I'll stick to memes, art, and cute animals with an occasional bad joke or two. Also, come check me out on Twitch. I play video games or sometimes do drawing streams, so come hang out. All the necessary links should be in the description, so check those out. That's it for this one, and I'll see you armadillos in the next video.